In this section, we learned about some security measures which we can take into account for securing the data from unauthorized access. We talked about authentication and authorization, SSL TLS transport encryption, and encryption at rest. Now, this MongoDB course is created for developers and not for DB administrators. So therefore, whatever knowledge is required for security related stuff as a developer, I have already covered in this section. But security in MongoDB is not limited to what we have learned so far in this section. There are other security measures which can be taken on MongoDB server. So let's quickly learn about those security measures also. And we are going to learn about them very briefly. I just want to make sure that you are aware of all other different security measures which can be taken on MongoDB server in order to secure data on the MongoDB server. So what security measures you can implement as a database developer or database administrator? First of all, you can implement authentication. So we learned how we can implement authentication on MongoDB server. Authentication ensures that only authorized users can access the MongoDB server, and by default, MongoDB doesn't enable authentication. So in order to add authentication on your MongoDB server, you need to enable it. Then we also talked about role-based access control. The role-based access control assigns users specific roles, limiting their access to only the resources and actions they require. Then we also talked about enabling transport encryption with the TLS SSL. The transport encryption ensures that data transmitted between MongoDB clients and servers is encrypted, preventing eavesdropping or tampering. We also talked about encryption at rest. Encryption at rest ensures that data stored on disk, that means the database files, backups, etc., is encrypted, protecting it from unauthorized access in case of physical theft or unauthorized file access. So these are few security measures which you can take as database developer or database administrator. Then some security measures can be implemented only by the server administrator. For example, IP whitelisting. IP whitelisting restricts access to MongoDB server by allowing connection only from specific IP addresses. It prevents unauthorized access from unknown IPs and reduces the attack surface. Then you can also enable auditing. Auditing allows you to monitor and log user activities on the MongoDB server. For example, authentication attempts, query executions, and configuration changes. So by enabling auditing, you can log which user is performing which task, which user tried to log into your MongoDB server, which user performed insert, delete, update operations, etc., and what configuration changes were made by the users. So this basically enables us to track user activities for accountability, and it helps detect malicious or unauthorized actions. Then the server administrator can also enable firewalls. By enabling firewall, we can restrict network access to MongoDB server, and it protects MongoDB from external attacks, and it reduces exposure to the internet. And a server administrator can also enable backup encryption. So this is another security measure which can be taken by server administrator. This ensures that backups are encrypted to protect data in case of theft or loss. It ensures data confidentiality in backup storage, and it complies with data protection regulations. Apart from these security measures, we can always use the latest stable version of MongoDB to ensure that we have the latest security patches. This will fix any known vulnerabilities with the previous version of MongoDB, and it also ensures compatibility with modern security features. So these are the few security measures which can be taken into account for protecting data on the MongoDB server, but you as a MongoDB developer will not have access to perform all these security measures. Most of these security measures are implemented by the server administrator. You as a database developer cannot do much in this. So this is all I wanted to cover in this lecture, and this is all about security and authentication and authorization in MongoDB server. If you have any question from this lecture or from this section, then feel free to ask it. In our coming sections, we are going to learn about transaction and also how to deploy our MongoDB database on server. If you have any questions, then feel free to ask it. Thank you for listening and have a great day.